Everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to go through a step-by-step guide of how to use make.com and automate a daily podcast using AI. Don't forget, like and subscribe for more content like this. So for the next step, what you want to do is once you have your Google Docs created, you could click add module and you want to add a chat GPT connection and create a compilation. And what it's going to ask you to do is create a connection. And what it's trying to do is it's trying to create an API call to the chat GPT. So let's go ahead and do that. So to get your API key, you need to go to the chat GPT API section. Once you've gone into this, it will all be linked in the description, but you go into the chat GPT platform and you go down to API keys down here on the left, and you simply create a new key. You can create the name, so test automation, and that's arbitrary, it doesn't really matter. Create the key. And what you want to do is take this key and copy it and paste it into this section right here. And when you do that, it should create a connection. So now we've created the link between the document, make.com, and then ChatGPT. So once you have your ChatGPT connected, what you want to do is go down to select your model. You're going to select the ChatGPT Turbo 16K. And the next part is very important to understand, and it took me a while to understand, is your messages. And this is the messages that ChatGPT is going to receive. So you click this and open it up. And the message one, you have roles. There's going to be 3 of them. The first is the system. And this is what you're telling ChatGPT to do. Essentially, it's going to be your prompt that you put into ChatGPT. So you're going to select system. And we have a prompt already selected. And this was actually created by someone else's YouTube channel. And I'm going to link his YouTube channel in the video. If it helps you, go ahead and watch his video because it was helpful for me to create this. And then what you're going to do next is go down and create another message. And so now we have the system. We're telling ChatGPT here what we want it to do. And the next thing we're going to do is the output. So the user. And now we're going to tell it what to read. So now this is going to go back to the document, the Google Docs that we created. So all of these on the left refer back to this Google Doc here. And what we want to do is take the text content and put that in. And now one of the challenges that I ran into was the max tokens. And for me to get this to work, I simply put in 500. And don't worry, this isn't going to take many tokens, but it just lets it go through smoothly. And now we have that set up, and this is complete. The next thing we want to do is link our Google Drive. And so what this is going to do is search for a file. So we select Google Drive. We select search for a file or folder. And what we want to do is and now let me explain what this is happening. Let's connect it, see what happens. If we run into an issue, we will fix this issue. We are linked in. Well, maybe not. So if you're running into this error, here's how we're going to fix that. All the links and the descriptions are going to be in the bio. But what we want to do is go over to the Google Cloud environment. And this is a one that I just made up for this exercise. But what the first thing we want to do is create a new project. So first, select here, select a project, and you're going to go create new project. And you're going to create it a name. So what we're going to name this is make automation. And next thing we're doing is create. So as it's creating here, Right now, our project is good to go. And now here we are at this page, and my internet is running slow. So the next thing we want to do is go to the API and services and click library. And we see that one thing that we need to connect is Google Drive. So we'll click this and click enable. Once we've done that, we'll go down to the O Authenticator. We'll select external, create, create the name, make automation, the email that's associated with your email. And then we need to go down to all of this does not matter. What we need to do is add a domain. And the first domain we're going to add is make.com. The second is what make used to be called Encromat.com. Here we're going to put the email, save, and continue. The next we have is scopes. We're going to go to add a scope. And what I found for this is to click here and it will add all of the ones that you need that are the most important. If there are any you need to add, you can add that separately. I found that if I didn't add your email here, it doesn't work. So you do have to add your email to this and then save and continue. So now the next step we need to go to is credentials. Within the credentials, we need to go down to so the next thing I found is within credentials, we need to create a credential and create an O authenticate client ID. Application name, we're going to select web application. Here we'll just put make. You can also put whatever you would like it to be. And then we'll go down to the authorization and redirection. And this is where we're going to add in the links down below inside of the description. But I am getting these from the make.com website. And I'm just going to add two main ones. One is for the Google Drive, and the other is for different Google applications. And I think that's all we need. So we'll click create. Now that we have that created, I think we should be good to go. So now we can go back to make.com. We need this, copy this. Okay, so once we have done all of that, we can go back to the make.com scenario. We'll click the Google Drive, and then we'll go down to show advanced settings. It's going to ask you for the client ID and the secret ID. And what you want to do is go back to the API where you're at. And here you have your client ID. You'll copy and paste that into here. And then you have your secret key. You can copy this here and paste it right in. And that should let us in. So you want to select the file and you want to create your new file path. So what you're going to do for this is everything remains the same, but we're going to go to the file path and go to AI News. And we're going to click Scripts, Files and Folders, search for files and folders. And what this is going to do is it's going to search for the date. So we have this query right here. And if there is a file that is named this, it's going to create one. This stays the same, 10, and okay. The next thing we need to do is create one more Google Docs. And this is going to be a create a document. And this is the fun. We're going to create a document and it's going to be titled the date. So this is pretty interesting because the date is going to change. So this is going to be useful because you don't have to continuously change the name of the document. So each day the name is going to change. We have to give it some context. So we're going to put in the content here. I've created this already. It's all linked into the description. So this is going to say, welcome to Inside the Algorithm. This is the AI news for today. And then we have the date. So it's going to say, today is day to day. The format, today is day. And it's going to keep talking. And then what we need to do is have the document create what the ChatGPT created. So these dots give it some rest so that your AI voice is able to stop. So it'll say, welcome to Inside the Algorithm. Today is June 8th, 2024. Today's news is blah, blah, blah. And then it'll start talking with a pause. And so what you want to do here is you want to have it go down to the ChatGPT. So the way this is structured is each one of these is a backwards call. So first we're at our documents and we see we have the next one is Google Drive. And then after that is our ChatGPT here. So what we want to do is have it go to choices and select the message from content. And again, we need to select our folder path. And we click OK. And now, important to note, click Save. I've done this many times and I've exited out and I forgot to do that. So now that we have the automation set up, I want to go here and show you my Google Drive. Here I have today's news, and this is the news that I've captured. And it's essentially what some of the news articles. And inside my other folder, there's nothing here. And so if I run this automation, it's going to run through the Google Drive. It's going to go to ChatGPT. And once it's done, it will create a file within my scripts. Now it is running through, so it is working. We have this going through. Oh, it should be done. And here's the file it created. Today is the 8th, so it does work and tell you the date it's working. And let's see what it said. It says, welcome to Inside the Algorithm. This is the AI news for today, Saturday, the 8th of June, 2024. Microsoft has, and this is the script it's created. So the first thing you want to do when you're going into make.com, this is your landing page, is create a new scenario. And once we have that done, we can go to the modules here. And here we'll add a Google Docs, and select watch documents. And yes, my Google Doc is already connected. So if you need to know how to connect it, there is a link in the description. So what we're going to do is go to Drive, and we have to select the folder path. And so what we're going to do is select AI News and AI News Scripts and select OK. And that module is all set and ready to go. The next thing we need to do is have it insert a paragraph. So we're going to go to Google Docs, and then it's not here. So what I like to do is just put the search function, insert paragraph. Here it is. I found it. And now what I need to do is, instead of selecting by dropdown, we're going to select by mapping, and then select documents. Document ID, the first one. No change to this. And this is going to be in the description. So no need to screenshot or anything. So just copy and paste it in. Click OK. One thing I do want to note is that description I found in a YouTube video. So I am linking his YouTube video so that he can get some credit and some help. So if you think his video is useful, go ahead and head over there. The next thing we want to do is get content from a document. So Google Docs, get content from a document. You're going to go through and keep this in mapping and go to document ID again and click OK. So far, so good. Let's zoom out. So we have 3 Google Docs in a row. What do you think is next? Not a Google Doc. We're going to do the AI voice, 11 Labs. So 11 Labs is a AI voice generator. I've already created an account, so you would have to go in and create an account. But what you do is create a speech synthesis. And what you're going to do next is select the voice that you would like. Let's choose Sarah. See how she sounds. I find that the most useful one is the 11 Multilingual V1. So this has been the most useful and steady for me. The text is going to be what you want it to read. So what you're going to do is go down to text content. Let's see if we can find it here. Where is the text content? There we go. And then we'll go down. And for stability, this is going to talk through how it sounds. So this is on a scale of 0 to 1. So what we want to do is have it at 0.4. And the closer you are to 1 is the more wacky he is. Welcome to the out. It's going to talk like a very up and down pitch. And if you go more towards 0, it's going to talk more slow. And the next thing is the similarity boost. And this we're going to go with 0.75. And the last part you don't need. You can just press OK. And so now that is set up. The next thing you want to do is go to ChatGPT. Of course, it's not there. So we'll go ChatGPT. You have it here. And we're going to create this. The next thing we're going to do is select the model. We have to add a message. So we're going to do a system message. And I've created actually, I didn't create this. Again, I've used a different YouTube video. It is linked in the video. But basically, this is telling it create a short podcast. So basically, what this is doing, it's going to create a short podcast title. And it's not going to add any quotes. It's very useful, helpful. The next thing after that is we need to create another message and create a user. And this is going to be the text content from where is that text content? We have 500 again. And then what we're going to do after we do that, we're going to do one more chat GPT. And this is going to be selecting the model again, have a message for the system again. And this is going to create the description of the video. And so this is going to add the description so that you don't have to. Add 500 again. Oh, we missed a step. We need to add another message. And this is going to be the user message. And then we're going to get the text content from where is the text content? Okay. Then the last thing we want to do is link in our SoundCloud. So now we can take SoundCloud and click this. And what we want to do is upload a track. Upload a new track. We'll click this. And of course, my SoundCloud is already connected. I'll click map. What we want to do is change this to choices. And then we're going to keep the data. This data is the data coming from 11 Labs. We will go down to the description. This is going to be the choices. Message and content. We can pick the genre. Then we go down and select yes, yes, no. And then create OK. So for this video part, we're going to show you how it's going to upload. So we have our SoundCloud, and I want to show you that we have some videos uploaded. No one's really watched them. I just created these. But what I want to do is go back here. And I want to show you that there's going to, once I hit play, it's going to go through each of this system and create a new file and upload a new podcast. And I'll play it for you. So now it's creating a new video in 11 Labs. And what this is doing, it's creating a new voice. So the AI is reading what has been written and it's writing a new voice and creating a new voice in the voice we selected. Once it's gone through, it's created it. One last time, go through Chat GPT. And once this has gone through, it'll go pretty fast. Now it's uploaded, and now we should have a new video uploaded. So let's refresh this. And here's the new video we've posted.
Inside the algorithm. This is the AI news for today, Saturday, the 8th of June, 2024. Microsoft has reaffirmed its commitment to responsible AI.
So I hope this video added some value for you. If it did, go ahead and give me a like and subscribe for this channel. It really helps me create more content, and I'm going to continue to make these videos. Thank you.